afternoon. This is Melissa Lopez, and I am still here with Elwin Longian. We are going to head into game 2 of the doubleheader, which features the Gophers and the Cheetahs. Now, the number 8 Florence Gophers came into this game with a record in 2-5, and honestly, they really probably shouldn't be here. They will travel to number 2 Circle Cross Ranch, who has a record of 5-2. Now, Florence has had a really tough season, winning only 2 games. They suffered a heartbreaking overtime loss during week 3 and were never able to get over it. They battled in every game and could have won, but poor shooting, particularly in the fourth quarter, cost them. They came into the playoffs matched up against the number 1 ranked Skyline Ranch, who had beaten the Gophers in their regular season matchup. The Gophers hit some key 3-point shots that carried them to a 4-point victory over the heavily favored Bulldogs to reach the semifinals. Now, Circle Cross Ranch has had the opposite season. They started off 5-0, capped off by beating Skyline Ranch when both teams were undefeated for the season. They hit a roadblock after that victory, though, dropping their last 2 regular season games to Copper Basin and Magma Ranch, both of whom ended with losing records. The Cheetahs bounced back to win their first playoff game against the 2-5 Anthem Eagles, but looked vulnerable in that game as well, despite the victory. They look to regain their early season magic as they take on the Gophers in the semifinals. But as we look forward to this, what do you think the keys for the Gophers are going to be if they want to pull off this win?
Well, one thing is Circle Cross has to be aware of the huge high they're coming off of. After upsetting number 1, I'd look out for the Gophers, man. They played a great game. The keys for me for the Florence to win this game is they have to take smart threes. If they just start shooting erratically, they're not going to be able to handle the pressure from the Cheetahs. They must rebound, so I would suggest they run a zone defense so they can get everybody into the rebound, offensive and defensive rebounds. Crash the boards hard as they can. Use your big man because that just puts more people underneath to get that offensive rebound. And for the big key to me, I think, is if Florence slows down the game. They don't want to get in a run and gun with Circle Cross Ranch.
Absolutely. Now, for Circle Cross to win, what do you think they're going to have to do?
Spread the defense, create some space. That's the biggest thing for them. Don't only rely on 3-pointers. They have one of the worst percentages of the year for 3 points. So they need to work it down inside and just post them up and see how it runs from there. But I think in this matchup, I hate to say it, Gophers, but the Cheetahs just going to take it to town.
You heard Elwin. He is pulling for the Cheetahs. However, early on in this season, I might have thrown my Gophers under the bus and predicted a loss for them. However, I think that they are coming off that huge high, and my Gophers are going to take this one for the win.
Good luck with that one.
We are going to send it back to Steve and David to see what we have in this matchup.
All right, Coach Silvis. The first game was pretty exciting, but we still have one more to do because we have your Florence Gophers heading to Circle Cross Ranch to take on a tough Circle Cross Cheetah team.
Oh yeah, the first game was definitely a lot of fun to just be a fan and watch. Hopefully this game will live up to the first game and we'll see another exciting game.
You know, and Florence K8 is coming off of that monumental victory over Skyline, taking out the number 1 ranked Skyline Ranch Bulldogs. Can they do it again? Can you catch lightning in a bottle 2 times in one postseason?
Well, you know, everyone is wanting to get to that championship game, so anything's possible.
All right, Gophers work the ball on the outside. That pass is stolen. Not a great start for the Gophers as Circle Cross Ranch brings the ball up court. Shot from 18 feet away. Bounces off the rim, off the backboard, and finally in as the Cheetahs strike first in this game.
It's definitely not going to be easy. I wanted to make sure that I say that. Knocking off a number 1 is great. Knocking off a number 2 would be tough as well.
But shots like that are definitely going to help. A nice high percentage inside layup. Shot from about 6 feet away. Score tied at 2 is a minute away in this game. Top of the key, Circle Cross Ranch moves the ball around. Pass inside to number 17, who lays it up and in and just flipped that ball right over the defender.
Good pass, good entry pass by the guard, good catch by the big man, and a good finish.
I think Circle Cross has an advantage as a three-pointer is up and no good, rebounded by CCR. Circle Cross really has an advantage by just how absolutely neon their court is.
It's a tough place to play, you know, with that court and their fans, you know, getting all hyped up for the games and all that. It's definitely, you know, an advantage to have a home court.
Who designed that arena?
I don't know.
And that pass is knocked away. Circle Cross Ranch bring the ball up, works the ball into the key, back to number 17. Shot from 7 feet away. And if you're not going to defend him, you might be looking at a 30-point loss here.
Early on, Circle Cross is definitely knows what they have to do to advance, and Florence is going to have to either hit some shots, get some offensive rebounds like that.
Out for 3.
There you go.
Completely wide open. I mean, that made possible by the offensive rebound, but you don't want to rely on offensive rebounding as a strategy.
No, you don't, and hopefully, you know, the Gophers can work their ball inside as well, and hopefully Circle Cross misses some shots like that, and Gophers can get back on track here.
Fadeaway jump shot is no good. Gophers bring it back, also fadeaway jump shot no good, and just going back and forth with shots from about 15 feet away while falling away from the basket. And much like our first game, you really want to see the players focus on being a little bit closer in and taking good shots.
Yeah, definitely. Is that a timeout right there?
It might have been a foul. A 3-second lane violation called against
Well,
Circle Cross Ranch.
It looks like the referees are gonna call a little tight here.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen a 3-second lane violation call in a virtual basketball game.
Yeah, they're tough to come by.
And Gophers move the ball on the outside spin move. Jump shot from 18 feet away is no good. Strong rebound by Circle Cross Ranch. They bring the ball up past midcourt. Number 25 passes the ball along the perimeter. Gophers set up in what really looks like a 1-2-2 zone defense here.
Well, they're going to rely on the fact that Circle Cross doesn't have any outside shooting, and they're going to make them win it from the outside and hopefully get some defensive rebounds.
Yeah, they really don't.
Good shot on the inside. Yeah, good shot.
Gophers take their first lead of the game, but to your point, Circle Cross Ranch shoots fewer three-pointers than any other team in the league, and they average under 3 per game. So it really allows you to loosen up your defense on the perimeter and pack it in the middle.
Yes.
And the Cheetahs put up a shot from close range that falls off the front of the rim. Fast break by the Gophers, a 3-on-1, and kicks the ball out. Foul is called on the shot, but
I think they might have gotten bailed out there by a call. It looks like Florence wanted to get a layup, but then they didn't. They passed it to another guy, and it looks like, well, it worked in their advantage because they got a foul out of it.
I mean, you spent so much time being indecisive, you might have gotten a 3-second lane violation for standing in the middle on your fast break.
There is a thing of being too unselfish, if I'm using that word right. If you got a shot underneath, you got to take it.
And that free throw attempt is no good. We'll still have one coming up here. Florence leads 7-6 with 1 minute and 24 seconds left to go in quarter number 1 as the players get set up for this second free throw. And you're right, Coach Silvas, bailed out by the referees there because Florence really should have lost possession of the ball, and Circle Cross should be driving down to the other end of the court right now.
Absolutely. And you can go back at the end of this game, win or loss, and say that those are the plays that kind of can make or break if you end up winning or losing by just a bucket.
Second free throw is good as Circle Cross Ranch brings the ball up on the perimeter. Gophers loosely defending that three-point line as they're concerned once again with the inside play, and
there you go. If you can get a guy to if you're a big man, if you can get the opponent's big man to shoot a fadeaway shot, then you did a good job.
And at number 17, the way he's shooting, didn't look like he was going to miss that as a wide open three-point shot is missed by the Gophers. The score remains 8-6 as we wind down here in quarter number 1. Number 17 is going to kick the ball out to 20 on the perimeter. Working the ball around, looking for a weak spot in that defense. Couldn't find it, puts up a 3, and rebounded by the Gophers as they bring the ball up with 30 seconds remaining.
You know, both teams are not really good three-point shooters, but they're certainly relying on the three-point shot early on in this game.
What's unique about the Gophers as they hit an open 18-footer to bring the lead up to 4 is the Gophers have a lot of big men that shoot from the perimeter, and you just want to slap them and tell them, get under the basket and do what you do best. You're taller than everyone else on the court. Go for the layup.
I think they're going to just rely on what's got them here. You know, they've kind of had this loosey-goosey kind of if you got it, shoot it mentality, and it's done some good for them, but we'll see if it can continue.
And at the buzzer, that shot is no good. That will end quarter number 1. Florence leads 10-6 as we head into the break.
Hi, I'm Jeff Christ, Assistant Principal at Circle Cross Ranch K8 STEM Academy. On behalf of the Circle Cross Ranch staff, we just want to reach out and say how much we miss everyone, and we hope everyone is at home, staying safe, staying healthy, and we can't wait to see you guys back on campus again real soon so we can see all your smiling faces. Go Cheetahs!
Quarter number 2. Gophers lead by 4 points, and quite a contrast from the first time these two teams met, Coach Silvis. When these two teams met in the regular season, this was the game where the Gophers failed to score a single point in quarter number 1 on their way to a loss.
Yeah, well, they definitely turned it on. As a coach, I like to tell them, hey, just forget about those type of games, and if we didn't score or did score a lot, that was in the past. So looks like the Gophers are just going to want to shoot it and fire it from wherever, whenever, and so far it's worked to their advantage.
Definitely, we'll see if they can keep the hot shooting going. 3-point attempt by Circle Cross, and that shot is good.
You can make those.
In the first matchup between these two games, Circle Cross Ranch managed to go 1 of 12 from three-point land, and they still managed to win, but three-point shooting is not their forte. Ball is worked on the perimeter as the Gophers try to find a way into the basket to get an easy shot, but they'll settle for the three-pointer. Top of the key, that shot is good. Gophers managed to match the three-point shot put up by Circle Cross, but again, you don't want them to take those shots.
Lazy defense getting back, lazy defense.
From half court, that ball goes under the basket. Shot's no good, but a hard foul preventing that shot from going in, but you still get your 2 free throws, so not great defense by the Gophers.
You just got to hope, if you're Florence, you just got to hope that he misses at least one of these, because that was just lazy defense getting back.
Number 25 is going to take a shot, and it will roll off the rim. First free throw is no good, so Circle Cross has had a couple chances to cut into this slight Gopher lead, but they're just not taking advantage of some of the opportunities that they're being given by the Gophers. Second free throw coming up. Ball passed to the free throw line, and the shot is up and no good. 0 for 2 from the line as the Gophers get the defensive rebound, bring the ball up court, holding on to their 4-point lead as we hit the 4-minute mark of quarter number 2. Pass inside, laid up and good.
Great backdoor cut by the Gophers. Great pass, great catch. Circle Cross was sleeping there.
Oh, and the Gophers are sleeping on the other end as that ball hits the interior, slam down by the Cheetahs. And once again, this lead is cut to 4 points.
If the Gophers are going to want to, upset another team, they can't keep trading baskets like that.
No, I mean, I could play offense against defense like this right here.
Maybe. I don't know about that, but there's another foul right here. Both teams are pretty good. They got some size, and they're going to take advantage of trying to go inside right there. And a foul back and forth from both teams here. Let's see if Florence can make their free throw shots.
Yeah, you kind of want to. You look at this game and where we're at right now, and even at this early stage, free throw shots have played a big role in the flow of this game.
And it's going to come down towards the end of the game. You're going to have to look back and see, where these free throw shots were made or if they were made. And both teams are going to have to come under, understand that they got to make the free throw shots, especially if the refs are going to be calling this type of a game.
Gophers drained free throw attempt number 2 as they take a 5-point lead at the 3:30 mark of quarter number 2. Circle Cross Ranch has the ball on the perimeter, tries to pass it inside, but good defense by the Gophers. Fast break opportunity. That ball is up and no good, but a hard foul by Circle Cross Ranch. And once again, here we are Gophers going to the line, shooting 2 free throws.
And that's what you want. You want to get a steal and you want to go attack the rim, go right to the rim. Only good things can happen when you get a steal like that. Whether you're against one player or not, you want to go right at him and try to get a shot, draw fouls. As you see, he makes the first free throw right there. Only good things can happen when you take it right at him.
And if you're the Cheetah defender on that play, especially coming off of a good defensive play like that, not much else you can do to stop that play.
No, other than maybe not have your hands go down in a blocking position. You just want to try and alter a shot as much as you can and hopefully not get a foul call, but it didn't work out for you.
Kind of out there on an island. Your teammates let you down on that one, a poor pass, and all of a sudden now you've got a foul on you, and you were in a good position when that happened.
Absolutely.
Circle Cross Ranch will try to answer with a 7-point lead by the Gophers. Inside pass, laid up and in to cut this lead to 5 points. 3 minutes remaining to go in quarter number 2 as the Gophers have the ball up at the top of the key. Screen set, freeing up Walker for a 3-point shot that's going to be just long. Rebounded by Circle Cross Ranch as they bring the ball up past the time stride. And they'll set up their offense and see what they can do to cut into this 5-point Gopher lead. Works the ball inside. Backs the defender down. Turnaround jumper is good.
Got a good roll right there. Circle Cross posted up inside. Turnaround shot. Got the roll that they needed.
3-point lead as we are halfway through quarter number 2. Gophers had a little bit of momentum, but those last 2 shots, it seems like CCR is trying to slow down this roll of the Gopher, but perhaps not after that 3-point shot. That friendly roll 3-pointer is good, and just as I say that, Gophers reclaim some of that momentum.
You need those shots to fall, especially if you're going to get rolls like that. That's a great shot by Florence.
Circle Cross works the ball inside. Turnaround jumper is up and no good. Rebounded by the Gophers as they'll push the ball up, trying to catch the Cheetahs out of defensive position. And they do. Inside pass, layup.
Great pass. Great find by Florence right there.
And don't look now, but all of a sudden the Gophers have taken an 8-point lead off of this interior passing and these layups. Circle Cross Ranch puts up another shot from the free throw line that falls short.
They need to push it. There he is.
And a 3-point shot from the corner is no good. Second chance opportunity off of the offensive rebound, also no good. That could have pushed a double-digit lead, but instead, Circle Cross Ranch comes back. Shot's no good, but we got a foul called by the referee on Circle Cross Ranch.
I think it was on the rebound there. It looks like he kind of threw the Florence Gopher to the ground there, and he got called for it.
A little aggressive on that rebound called by the referee, and once again, Gophers have the ball. And
maybe a little frustration by CCR?
They probably don't feel like they should be down at this point. The season they've had, the season the Gophers have had, this must come as a shock to them as a team.
Absolutely, and Circle Cross, they don't want to, be the second team that loses, as an upset. So they want to get into it, and there's a three by one of their players. So they're not going to go quietly, definitely.
And it's one of those things too, where you play the same team multiple times in a season, and I know you experienced this at the high school. A team you're supposed to beat, like say Coolidge Bears, you take them out in game number 1, and they come back with a little bit of fire, and they're not going to give you an easy victory.
It's definitely hard to beat a team twice in one season, 3 times in one season. I've been on both ends of those type of games. You just got to kind of get your kids focused onto what they do best and do it. Don't worry about what happened earlier. Don't worry about what happened, on a certain play, a certain game, where you're playing, and you just got to really, really get them to focus on what it is they need to do.
CCR inbounding the ball from beneath the basket. Pass the ball out as they try to really cut into this lead. Inside pass, layup, and Circle Cross doing what Circle Cross does best, cutting that lead to 3 points on a nice, easy layup on the inside.
Good inbounds play there by CCR.
Yeah, just how you draw it up there when you got that brief timeout for substitutions, and that's what you work on in practice, is those inbound plays. And
those are critical. You got to spend a lot of time with those in practice for sure.
We got 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Shot goes up, is no good. Rebounded by CCR with 10 seconds remaining to go in quarter number 2. They'll hold up for the last shot as we head into halftime. They'll have a chance to tie this game up going into halftime. 3 seconds remaining. Ball inside. Turnaround jumper is up and no good. That will end the first half of play. Florence, maintains their lead 23-20. We'll take a short break as the coaches adjust at halftime, and we'll be back for quarter number 3 after this.
Virtual basketball fans from Florence Unified School District. I'm Bob from Daily Yogurt and More. Since you're all playing at home, we thought you might want some treats for participating. So if you come into Daily Yogurt anytime between 11 and 8, 7 days a week, and just say virtual basketball, we'll let you get a free yogurt with every yogurt purchased. Yes, that's one yogurt free for every yogurt purchased. Come on in, we're at Combs and Ganzel in the Fry Shopping Center. Thank you.
And here we are back at Circle Cross Ranch as we come in from halftime. What halftime adjustments do you think you're going to see out of Circle Cross Ranch as they really are still shocked by even being down in this game at all?
I don't know if they have to do too much adjusting. Their game plan that I think that they're trying to establish is get the ball down low. I think that they are doing that or did that in the first half. If I'm Circle Cross's coach, I'm just saying, hey, we're not doing anything wrong offensively. Defensively, a foul here, missed free throws there, and we're probably up at this game. But you gotta again, these teams are here because they deserve to be here, and no one's gonna go away quietly. I know Florence had a big lead there at the beginning of the game, and now it's only down to 3. So both teams, I think, are executing their game plans good, and we'll just see how it comes out here in the second half.
All right, we are underway in quarter number 3. Circle Cross Ranch has the ball as they try to figure out what to do with this Gopher defense. And really just a mistake there is Circle Cross Ranch trying to work the ball inside, steps on the end line, and there's another turnover.
Yeah, it looked like good rotation by Florence, and it kind of confused Circle Cross there a little bit, and he ended up turning the ball over.
So we'll see what the Gophers will do with their first possession of quarter number 3 as they survey the Circle Cross defense, get the ball inside, pass back out to the top of the key. Gophers are working the ball. Three-pointer from top of the key is no good. Circle Cross Ranch rebounds the ball. They bring it up past the time stride, and a three-pointer. Circle Cross is good. And 40 seconds into quarter number 3, they have tied the ball game back up with an undefended three-point shot.
Florence just not getting back on defense.
But they try to answer with that layup. That falls no good. And you almost wonder if Florence is not respecting the three-point shot. They're looking at the statistics. They're basing their defense on that. And really, Circle Cross Ranch, they're still a great team. And if you aren't going to respect the three-point shot, they are going to make you pay occasionally.
Well, if you're not being guarded at the three-point line, I tell my kids to shoot it. So CCR looks like saying, all right, if you guys are going to give us the three-point shot, then we're going to shoot it. And, we got some players that can make it, and we're confident enough that we're going to make more than we miss.
And that's exactly what happened. All of a sudden, you got a tie ball game. CCR makes another basket, and now they're up 2, and the Gophers are looking up, trying to figure out what happened to that halftime lead.
Well, they're staying in it by, being athletic and making some plays. But they're going to have to go inside themselves and really try to go pound for pound or shot for shot with this CCR team.
Terrible pass inside, stolen by CCR as they bring the ball up, and we're over a minute and 30 seconds into quarter number 3, and the Gophers still haven't scored. as they get the defensive rebound and bring the ball up. They're going to have to do better than this if they plan on beating this really talented CCR team.
Definitely. They got to push the ball when they get a defensive rebound right there. I think they had a missed opportunity.
Pass on the inside, posted up. Shot is no good, but a foul on number 25 for Circle Cross Ranch will send the Gophers to the line. They'll have a chance to tie this up.
You can definitely stay in any game if you can get to the free throw line and make your free throw shots. So that's what it looks like Florence is going to try and do right here.
And a great entry pass to get the ball into your big man down low who was posting up the defender. Really put him in a good position to try and get some points on this possession.
It looks like that's what the coach wants them to do. They finally practice. And, you can't say enough of practicing and drilling the little things. Just like a simple entry pass like that can go a long way in a game like this.
And that first shot is good, so Gophers finally score in quarter number 3. They're down by 1 with 1 free throw remaining. The shot is up and it is no good. Gophers still trailing by 1 as CCR brings the ball up. A steal in the key. Gophers will get the possession of the basketball back as they try to take the lead in an inside pass down to the baseline. Shot is up and good.
You know, one thing that Florence does have is their big men like to run the floor, and it looked like one of their big men there ran the floor, kept running, and he was rewarded by his teammate there. Good job.
And being able to see that passing lane is really impressive. I mean, you've got 10 guys out there on the court as Circle Cross Ranch puts up a shot from 8 feet away, rebounded by the Gopher. But being able to see that opening for that pass down to the baseline is really impressive vision.
That's another thing that we practice on is running the court and where to run and how to run.
And another inside shot by the Gophers. Great entry pass and same result. A little jumper, and once again Gophers are looking at a 3-point lead as CCR tries to recapture some of the magic from the first minute back from halftime. Undefended 3-point shot. Ball's no good. Gophers have the ball and the lead. 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining. Shot is up and good.
Florence is doing a really good job of pushing the ball every chance they get right now. And I think they're on a 6-0 run, or maybe even more than that. But they're really trying to get the ball out and running down the court and making some shots.
If you're CCR, you almost have to be thinking about taking a timeout here to stop this momentum. Pass almost picked off, but CCR managed to regain possession, and that's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, and Florence, you give them credit there. Not a bad timeout there by Coach Silvis, if I do say so myself. But yeah, that pass right there was almost picked off, and it could have gone either way. But Florence is sticking around here and winning, on their athleticism. They're getting defensive rebounds, they're getting steals, and they're running up and down the court. And Circle Cross is going to need to match that momentum and that speed, or else they could lose this game.
And Coach Silvis doesn't make many mistakes there for the Gophers.
No, he once in a while, maybe 1 or 2 a season. And I think if that, you're right. And I think what he's doing right now is he's making sure that his players are probably not fatigued as well, and maybe they kind of had that burst of momentum right there, and maybe he probably thinks that they're slowing down a bit, and get a good timeout and have them regroup, get some water in them, get some rest so that they can come out here and push here to the end of the quarter.
And that might be something that coaches don't think about enough. Your team goes on a little run. You go on a 6-0 run, an 8-0 run, a 10-0 run, and then the other team hits a good shot to end your run. Mm-hmm. That might be a good time to take a timeout to say, hey, fellas, we had a good run, but the momentum slowed down. We need to get back to just playing good quality basketball and not relying on that momentum.
Absolutely.
And the ball is back in play as the Gophers swing the ball out around the perimeter, trying to find a way to work that ball inside and extend their lead against the Cheetahs. Top of the key shot is good.
It's looked like Circle Cross was begging Florence to shoot an outside shot, and Florence with a couple of passes just said, okay, we're going to shoot it, and it worked to their advantage.
Very slow defensive rotation by Circle Cross Ranch on that play, as we have a pass stolen and a 1-on-2 fast break shot. I probably would have kicked that ball out and tried to set up an offense.
You definitely want to have numbers, and it looked like Florence had a shot there to get a layup or a high percentage shot. The Circle Cross got back, and then once it gets to be a 2-on-2, you probably want to pull that back out. I'm sure Coach Silvas isn't happy about that.
And a steal by the Gophers as they have a one-on-one fast break opportunity. Pulls up from the free throw line, and that shot is good. 34-27.
He makes those. And now Gophers are on 11-2 run right here. They got a lot of momentum.
You know, it's one of those things like when you have the window of opportunity, if that window closes, you don't go through the window. You just got to find a new way through.
Absolutely.
And that run will not be ended on that shot right there. 15 seconds left to go.
A little frustration maybe.
Definitely frustration. You got 12 seconds left. Gophers probably going to try and go for the last shot of the quarter and just...
Absolutely. You know, you teach your players, he's going to his left, he's shooting a shot where he's almost falling down with his off shooting hand right there. Those are the fouls that you just hate to see a player.
Just a bad foul,
you know,
in that situation.
It's going to be a miracle if he makes that. So you really just want to kind of almost get out of the way and let him shoot that and look to box him out or box out somebody and get the defensive rebound and go back the other way. And it looks like it's going to cost him.
And instead you send the Gophers to the line, and they drain both their free throws. And now what was a 3-point lead at the start of the quarter is a 9-point lead as we end the quarter. And really not a great... Even though they came out strong and the Gophers looked flat, this last 3 minutes has really belonged to the Gophers.
Yes, they're using their running ability and their tempo to get it back into it.
Well, and that is just what the doctor ordered for CCR as they hit the last second shot to end the third quarter. Still a 7-point lead for the Gophers. We head to the fourth and final quarter. Florence K8 36, CCR 29.
Hello, everyone out there in FUSD land. I'm Mr. Garber.
And I'm Mrs. Garber.
And we're representing Florence K8, and we just wanted to say that we hope you're all doing well.
And that we are really proud of you and excited to see you back at school again next year.
Go Gophers!
Like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
All right, there we go. We have the start of quarter number 4 as you see the Circle Cross Ranch coach letting the team know that they've got to be better on their transition defense because that's the difference in the game right now.
Yeah, they did not do a good job in the third quarter of getting back on defense, and it cost them. It definitely cost them.
And Gophers have the ball as we start quarter number 4. Ball and a 7-point lead. I don't think you can hope for much better if you're a Florence Gopher fan right now coming into this game.
No, and what you got to do is you just got to let them ride it out.
Terrible shot there, fading away from 22 feet. Even if that's good, that's not even a 3-point shot. At least step back, and
it's one of the worst shots you could take.
And CCR passes the ball inside. High percentage shot is good. There's a big difference between a 7-point lead and a 5-point lead. There's just a different feeling between them.
Absolutely, and that's a 4-point swing right there. It's either you're up by a lot or you're down.
Speaking of swings, that ball swings around the outside. 3-point shot is no good. Second chance opportunity also no good, and CCR comes out of the gate looking really strong in quarter number 4. Moves the ball around the outside. 10 seconds left on the shot clock as CCR tries to cut into this lead, and they do. 36-33, and all of a sudden the Gophers look very vulnerable right now.
They might have ran out of gas. We'll see.
Fadeaway jumper is no good. Rebounded by CCR. They look like they might put together a little run of their own here to start quarter number 4, and this is a bad time for them to put a run together if you're a Gopher fan.
Somebody on the Gophers team has got to make a play.
And nearly made a play there. The pass batted down, but recovered by CCR as they lay the ball in. And less than a minute and 30 seconds into quarter number 4, that 7-point lead is now won. As the Gophers are fouled. But how big is that shot now at the end of quarter number 3 that took it from a 9-point lead to a 7-point lead? Looks kind of inconsequential, but now all of a sudden we got a tight game again.
Well, it's definitely huge, and Florence was on the ropes right there, and their point guard there just needed to make something. Florence has got to make plays on both ends of the court. When the team is coming back on you like this, you got to be willing to make plays on both ends of the court. Obviously, number 2 here for Florence was able to just take it to the hole, do what he does best, and draw a foul so that you can at least stop the momentum of the Circle Cross.
And Gophers do kind of stop the bleeding just a little bit with that free throw, push their lead back up to 2. Second free throw on the way. And it's good. And a little consolation going 2 for 2 at the line. I mean, you've got a 3-point lead, but you can't feel good about the way that you're playing right now as Circle Cross passes the ball into the lane. And another easy basket by the Cheetahs.
Florence is playing a little out of sorts right here. They're doing okay, but they're not playing defense like they did in the third quarter.
No, they're going to have to figure this out as the ball moves to the inside. Gophers have the ball out on the perimeter. 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock as a three-pointer goes up from downtown and is no good, but a second chance opportunity after the offensive rebound. And the Gophers pull the ball back out, content just to take a little bit of time off this clock to slow the momentum. Turnaround jumper is no good. CCR comes away with the ball and a chance to take the lead with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this game. Circle Cross Ranch surveys the defense for the Gophers as they try to find a way to move the ball inside. 18-footer up and no good. Rebounded by the Gophers as they bring the ball up past the time stride. 2 minutes remaining in this game. Still a 1-point game. Pass to the corner. Shot is up and good for 3 points.
Any points Florence can make at this juncture, is obviously good.
And that's a good swing pass. That's exactly what the Gophers needed to stop this run by CCR, who has cooled off a little bit, but
you got to give credit to Florence. They probably thought that they might have even thought that they could go down in this game, but they still got the lead.
And the cross-court pass to the corner. 3-point attempt by CCR falls short. Very good defense. He stayed on his man, didn't let him get any separation, and forced the tough shot.
They had a tough shot fading away.
Meanwhile, the Gophers from the corner put up another 3. That one won't fall. Remains a 4-point lead. 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go in this game as CCR has the ball. Pass to the corner. 17-footer up and no good. Offensive rebound. Puts that shot up and also no good.
Rebounding. Go ahead.
With that offensive rebound right there, I don't know if that's the time you want to put the shot right back up, though, with the defender hanging on your shoulder like that.
It goes down to philosophy. The coach might be telling them, hey, if we're that close, I want you guys to put it up. But, other coaches might say, we want to try and get the best shot possible, and somebody on your back falling away isn't a good shot. So, we'll see what happens.
3-pointer by CCR is up and no good. Rebounded by the Gophers. 37 seconds remaining going to the 4. And it looks like CCR is going to start playing the free throw game as they foul the Gophers.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think CCR probably should have, played to a better possession. You don't need a 3 right there. You could be okay with getting a 2-point shot. And now the clock is a factor.
And you wonder what's going on here. They fouled the Gophers, and now that they're in the bonus, they're letting the Gophers really take a lot of time off the clock in a 4-point game here.
Yeah, it looks like the Gophers are moving the ball pretty well.
3-pointer from the corner by the Gophers is no good. CCR has the ball, calls the timeout. 17 seconds remaining. And this might be a point where you have to bring up the fact that CCR and their notorious poor 3-point shooting on the season is really a liability for them now when you may be looking at the need for a 3-point shot.
Absolutely, and you want to score quickly right here. So I think the coach is telling his guys, we got the ball. There's 17 seconds left. We're down 2 possessions. The first shot that you see that's a good shot, whether it be a 3 or a 2-point shot, you got to take it, and we got to be able to try either steal or if we don't steal, foul right away when Florence has the ball.
Well, you need 2 possessions here. So 3-pointer, 2-pointer, it's more important to get the timing of the shot right and leave yourself a chance to win this game than it is what shot you're taking, whether it's a 3-pointer or a 2-pointer.
Absolutely, and Coach Silvas, I'm sure, is telling his players right here, defensive rebounding right here is going to be key. Holding the ball, don't be in such a hurry to get the ball out. Hopefully you can get it as quickly as you can to your best free throw shooter, and hopefully they can put it away with some free throws. But
We'll see what CCR does with the ball here, because we are set to inbound the ball with 17 seconds remaining. CCR looking for an open man. Passes to the top of the key as they look for a shot. Passes inside. It's up.
Oh.
It's good. And the basket and a foul. 3 seconds off the clock. 2 points on the board. Free throw coming up. That's about the worst thing that could happen to the Gophers in this situation.
It's the worst thing that could happen to the Gophers and the best thing that could happen for CCR.
Who nails the free throw. 1 point game with 14 seconds left. Gophers have the ball, and there is that intentional foul by CCR. Gophers are going to have to win this game at the line, because they certainly didn't win it with their defense right
They
there.
definitely did not. But we'll see. Free throws are crucial right here. We practice them all the time. But making them in this type of a game, in this atmosphere, with the game on the line and the chance to go to the championship is critical.
Here's the first free throw with a 1 point lead, looking to extend that lead to 2 points. Gophers shoot the ball, and it is good with a 2 point lead. What's funny is you go from a 4 point lead with 17 seconds to a 1 point lead with 13 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a different situation.
That's basketball.
Gophers hit their 2 free throws, though. 2 very important free throws, as it's still a 1 possession game, but at least you're not going to lose on this 1 possession.
And you know what? You really, even with those free throws being made, CCR has got to be thinking to themselves, we're still we're now 1 possession and only 3 seconds clicked off. The clock
about
there.
just under 4.
So we're still right where we were 4 seconds ago.
That's true, although it's a 1 possession game versus a 2 possession game now, and that makes a big difference. But we'll see if they elect for a quick 2-pointer or they're going to test out their 3-point shoot. They fadeaway 3-pointer, and that is not even close to the rim. You can see the frustration on the coach's face there.
He had a guy wide open in the corner for a 3, and I think Circle Cross just might have rushed that possession and that decision there. Too rushed right there. They had a guy open in the third.
And that's a game changer, because you're a free throw away from ending this ball game now if you're the Gophers.
Yes, and that's, again, it's going to come down to free throws and see if you can make them.
All right, first free throw is in the air and good. 44-40.
Now we'll see what happens on this one, but now it's a 2 possession game, which is tough to overcome with 8 seconds left.
And the second shot is no good, so we are at a 4-point game. CCR elects to use their final timeout. And, you've been in these positions before. How do you draw up a 4-point play?
Well, there are no 4-point plays. Again, because in virtual basketball, the ball is going to be moved to half court, you got a little bit of an advantage in that the basket is closer to you. So if I'm Circle Cross, you got to think, okay, we got to get the ball inside or outside, but it's got to be fast. It's got to be a catch and shoot almost right here. If you're Florence, you got to be thinking, the same thing. Guys, the only thing that they can do right here is hit a 3 and get fouled. So if they are shooting a 3, it's low percentage, but do not foul the guy shooting a 3-pointer. We can let them have a 2. We can even let them have a 3, but you do not want to foul and give them an and 1 situation right here.
Well, the problem is I bet Coach Silva said that with 13 seconds left to go in that last timeout, and the
and they
Gophers didn't listen to that piece of advice, so hopefully they'll listen this time.
Second time's a charm, maybe?
So we'll come out of the timeout as the players get set. Ball on the sideline, inbounded to CCR. Back out to the perimeter. 3-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by the Gophers. And that is going to end the ball game. No foul coming. This game ends with a final score of 44-40. Florence K8 takes out number 1 ranked Skyline. They take out number 2 ranked CCR, and they are headed to the championship game.
Wow, to pull off 2 upsets like that is amazing.
And now they're looking at another strong team, Magma Ranch, who upset Santan Heights in round number 1, upset Walker Butte. So you have two teams that were lower seeds heading into this tournament. They're going to be facing off in the championship game.
However, Magma Ranch and Florence K8 went into the championship last year. So even though the rosters might be a little bit different, they definitely are battle tested, and both of these coaches know how to win during the playoffs. So it's going to be an interesting championship game.
Well, and that championship game will be next Wednesday, May 6th. Let's send it back to the analyst desk as we leave an exciting day of games here at the Florence Unified School District Virtual Basketball Championship. On behalf of everyone here at FUSD, thanks for watching, be safe, and have a great day. All right, FUSD, we are back from the second game of our doubleheader here in the semifinals. Thank you for joining us. Those of you who just watched, FK8 notch another victory, taking out the number 2 ranked Circle Cross Ranch Cheetahs. And Elwin, for the Gophers, knocked off the number 1 Skyline Ranch Bulldogs a couple days ago, knocked off the number 2 ranked Circle Cross Ranch Cheetahs. They're really turning it on at the right time here.
Yeah, Magma Ranch has got to have their hands full in that championship game coming up.
And Magma Ranch is known for controlling the inside, but in this game right here, what really jumped out to me, especially in a 4-point game, Gophers had 23 points off the bench to Circle Cross Ranch having only 2. Their bench really stepped it up this game.
I agree. When I was working with Melissa earlier, we talked about bench play and how they had to step up to make a difference in the game. And man, did their bench step it up. What I found pretty interesting also, Steve, was that FK8 only shot 38% from the field and Circle Cross shot 43%. That made a big difference, but along with their bench play and their free throws, 12 for 16, Circle Cross 1 for 3.
Yeah, I mean, when your field goal percentage is in the 30%, and when you're getting outshot like that, free throws can make a big difference in the game, and being able to put up 11 more points than your opponent from the free throw line, that's what made the difference in this game.
I agree. Free throws. It looks like Shaq was playing for CCR.
And, as we head to the championship game now, we're going to have Florence Gophers matched up against Magma Ranch. You're going to have the big man play of Magma Ranch, and then Florence, who found themselves a new identity, who had tried to stake a claim this season as a 3-point shooting team that in the playoffs have really learned to move the ball inside and try and play that Magma Ranch style of basketball.
I agree. It's worked very well for them. It's going to be a great game to see who has the best big man play and who can rebound, because you're not going to win games without rebounding, Steve.
Well, here we are. We are 48 hours away from the Florence Unified School District Championship game. The stage is set. We have the number 8 ranked Florence Gophers heading into the number 5 ranked Magma Ranch Mustangs. That game will be played on Wednesday, May 6th. So we'll see you all there. And on behalf of the Florence Unified School District staff and students, I'd like to thank everyone for watching today. Please stay safe and have a great day.